Now, the word intimidation, to be compelled or threatened, another definition is, it is the intentional behavior of one person to let the other person fear injuries or harm. So persons can use their size, persons can use their character, their loudness to try and intimidate you, let you feel fearful and feel like, you know, your life is being threatened. The thought that came to me real quick is, don't be intimidated. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and fight anybody. I'm not telling you to go out there and curse anybody. Don't be intimidated. In Samuel's chapter 17, and you know, we've been talking about David and Goliath. And, you know, reading it and remembering the passage of scripture, the thought that came to my mind is that this must be intimidation. When you look at verse 8, he stood and shouted to the ranks of Israel, "Why have you come out, draw up for a battle? Am I not a Philistine? And are you not servants of Saul? Choose a man for yourselves, and let him come down to me." So, with his great might and strength, he came out, shouted across to let everybody know, exalting himself, letting his presence be known. Listen, I am here. I am from the Philistines. You are servants of Saul's, soldiers of Saul's. You choose a man. I am here. Why are we going to waste all of this entire day and spill all of this blood? You choose a man, and I will stand here. The both of us fight. Whoever win this battle, then the other one will be the other one's servant. But what we remember clearly in this particular chapter is that Goliath was no normal man. His size, his strength, his weapons, he was a man of war from birth. And when the children of Israel saw this great giant came before them, they cowered, they went in fear, they went back, they pulled back themselves because nobody wants to fight this man. But what Goliath did was use intimidation against the children of Israel, because he knew that he had this size and this strength. He was using it to intimidate the children of Israel. And that's when David came in. Because David knew that despite of how big Goliath was, he has a bigger God, a stronger God, someone that don't need physical stuff to fight his battle. God can just speak, let there be light, and there is light. God can call the light day and the night and the darkness night. Out of his mouth he speak words and it come to pass. And David know this. David know that him serve a great God. So David said, listen, who's this uncircumcised Philistine fighting against the arm of the living God? In life right now, we have so many things that we go through that it really affects us so bad that we feel like we can't go further. Sickness intimidates us. We feel like we can't get a cure. We feel like we can't get the healing. We feel like we can't pray. We feel like we can't fast. Financial strains. Some of us have been suffering for years with no money. We feel like we can't come out of it. Partners, marriages, children, you name it, all different circumstances, as they say, all different alleys. And you feel like you can't make it. You feel like you can't go through it. These things only intimidate you for you to give up and feel like you can't make it. Let me say this real quick. Jesus himself, after fasting, the devil came to him and said to him, turn this stone into bread. You're hungry. Jesus was in flesh, you know. And I'm hungry for true. Turn this stone. Jesus said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. You have to understand, you have to reach a stage where if you're going to have to go die hungry, you die hungry as long as you still trust God for God to deliver you. I start talk too long already. So let me just drop this last verse with you. Deuteronomy chapter 31:6, real quick. And I'm reading from the Holman Bible. Be strong and courageous. Don't be terrified or afraid of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you nor or forsake you. Look on this one now. I'm going to read about the same verse. And I'm going to make you, I just prove it to you and say, listen man, it's just intimidation. Yea, though you walk to the valley of the shadow of death, it's just a shadow. It's just intimidation. Listen to this real quick. Be strong. Take courage. Don't be intimidated. Don't give them a second thought. Because God, your God, is striding ahead of you. He is right there with you. He won't let you down. He won't leave you. Listen, I know sometimes we're depressed and we feel weak and we're sorrowful and we feel like we can't make it. Life just intimidates you every day and you feel like you can't make it. Listen to me. The Bible says, be strong and courageous. Don't be terrified. Don't be intimidated. Don't give it a second thought. God gone ahead of you. So